So before we get started, I want to go over the expectations like we do every single time. One person speaks at a time. And lately, remember, we've been kind of talking about how sometimes we get excited and we all start joining in and blurting out. And that's okay every once in a while. That happens in normal conversation. That happens at lunch with my friends. So that's normal. But we just remember that if I call for the zero noise signal, that we're all going to come back as a group and hear one person. Because it gets hard to hear what somebody's saying if we're all talking at once, right? But a little bit of that's okay. Listen carefully to the speaker, right? You don't know if you're adding something if you're not listening to what someone else said, right? So you need to listen carefully. Eyes on the speaker. That's how we show respect and show the other person that we're listening and that we care about what they're saying. One thing I was thinking that I wish that I had put on there that I didn't, and maybe I will add, is something about our voice and being loud and proud, and how what you have to say is very important. I care, and I think everyone in this class cares about what you have to say. So you need to be proud of that and speak loudly and clearly. And we've been practicing working on talking with each other or asking the other person to speak up in a respectful way, and that's great because that shows we care what you think. So we'd say, Michael, can you speak up a little bit? I can't hear what you say. Is not being rude, but it's because I care about what you are saying and I can't hear you. So I think I'm going to add something about that. We have ears, eyes, but what you say, you need to speak out. And sometimes when we're speaking into the book, your book is hearing what you're saying instead of us. So trying to say what we want to say with the rest of the group. And use hand signals. So 2 fingers if you have something to add onto what somebody has already said, and thumbs up if you have something new to say. Right?
Yeah.
So we're ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna add something, and then Diana, did I see thumbs up? Okay, we'll come to you after Vignesh. Vignesh, can you show me the hand signals again? Vignesh, you have something to add?
Yeah.
Or sorry, something new to say, looks like. Okay.
I have 2 questions.
Pose them to the group.
Okay. So the first one is, what happened to the ship after they left? The ship that was gonna come and they waited? Like, what happened to it?
What ship?
The ship that they were gonna go back with.
Can we go to that part? Do you know what page it said that on so we can?
I think.
Well, we heard that in the beginning that the President Thomas Jefferson doubled the size of the United States after completing an arrangement with France called the Louisiana Purchase. He acquired the vast Louisiana territory west from the Mississippi River. Jefferson decided to form an expedition through the unexplored territory to the Pacific Ocean.
So it says on page 643, it says the parties still had to return home to St. Louis. President Jefferson had provided Meriwether Lewis with a letter of credit guaranteeing payment to any ship captain who liked to take the explorers to the eastern coast. So it means they'll bring them back. The letter.
Yeah, so they came from France. Did they come from France or were they in the colonies? That's what my question. Yeah, I think that's kind of like the question he's saying.
I think.
What happened to if they came from France? They actually.
That's not my question.
The question is.
Can you clarify what you were wondering? I think I understood, but will you clarify?
Because when I was reading, there was something about this ship that that Thomas Jefferson sent to let them come back, and they waited for 6 months and it didn't come.
Did it say that Thomas Jefferson sent a ship?
He provided a letter.
No, he gave a letter that it says that whoever
Who would be willing to get them when paid some sort of money.
A letter of credit guaranteeing payment to any ship. What does that even mean? Can someone break that down so that we can understand? That's kind of fancy wording. What is it that Thomas Jefferson actually gave to them? I don't know that he actually sent a ship, but we do see it says that he gave them with a letter of credit guaranteeing payment to any ship captain who would take the explorers to the eastern coast. So what does that even mean? Will you tell the person sitting next to you what you think that means that Thomas Jefferson actually gave to them to get them back? What do you think?
Job opening. Whoever wants to take Lewis and Clark.
Brandon, Monte, will you make that a little triad?
That means like they're gonna he's a ship captain. Make sure that they come by and get the explorers. They're gonna need a ship captain if they come by to get the explorers because they came and got the explorers.
Maybe it's so cold.
I heard a lot of great thinking, but I'd like to hear a couple people who maybe have a guess who can share with the whole group what you think that means. What did Thomas Jefferson actually give to them? Did he send a ship, or what is this that we're getting? Kushi?
So it actually means that he it was like a job opening. He said whoever will get Lewis and Clark back from the ship, they will will pay you and will like actually pay you. We don't like lie and not give you money.
Okay, so it was like open to anybody who was around
It's
and
kind
came
of
in
like
that
a
area.
contest. Like if you do this, you get this prize.
Okay.
Something like that.
Christian, what did you think about
Like
that?
they were waiting for a ship, and then whatever ship that passes, they're gonna ask them if they could take them to the eastern coast, and the president will pay them money if they do.
Okay, so
But,
they weren't necessarily waiting for one particular ship,
Yeah.
but any ship that came, and then they could get like a free ticket on that ship to be able to go back to the East Coast, right? But that never happened, right? Vignesh, you said you had two questions. Does that seem to sort of answer your question? I mean, we still don't know why no ships ever came. No, I guess nobody was coming to the Oregon Territory at that time.
But my other question was, when they were going back, it says that they took the same route, and how did they pass the waterfall again?
Wait, Natalia?
Like when it says when they took the route back, like your question is like how they passed the waterfall again. Well, when they got there, like in our group we were talking about how they made a map, and so it doesn't say like how they got across the waterfall again, but my prediction is they did it the same way as they did the first time because there was no other way.
Yeah, they couldn't just go. They just couldn't go up the waterfall. That would be really dangerous. They could just go down and just
But
die.
a lot of times they were going downstream. And then now they're going up. I mean, a lot of times they were going upstream.
Now they're
going downstream. So the waterfall, they probably could go downstream if they wanted to cross it.
But isn't it dangerous to just like fall down from 6 stories?
No, like they weren't going. They weren't going like in the
Around
waterfall, across in the waterfall. They were going like across around it.
24 days again?
No, because they had a map this time. So
Maybe.
It still took the same time to go around. When they went
Yeah,
went
but-
downstream, so they probably were going faster. They didn't have to spend a lot of power on going downstream.
So maybe it was faster in some parts because they had a map, but
And they knew-
still had
and
to
they knew
take
which way they
20
had to
Yeah, and
go.
they were all going upstream, and so they could just go down.
No, they weren't going upstream all the time. They were going downstream.
Yeah, most of the
sometimes.
times they were going upstream. So all those difficult times, stuff. There was really steep upstream paths that they had to take.
That's
So
why
now-
it only took 6 months instead of 18 though, because they had to go downstream. It's harder to go upstream than downstream.
Yeah,
Okay.
downstream
Because of the
gives
current.
them a little rim.
Pause.